What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for a bunch of news, nerds, and a special guest returning to the show. We got Blasted Astrid from the Five-Sided Fates.
And my feet. And her feet.
And I'm not saying it. No. It's just going to be weird if I say it. Anyway, she has come by because this weekend is Dallas Fan Expo, and of course the D&D Tavern will be back, running some games and everything, and we're going to be helping them out a little bit with some fun. So anyway, I am Jason X. Of course, over here is our guest, Blasted Astrid. Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
This is like the most normal, like you've been on the show.
Yeah, I dressed down to be cool and casual and relatable.
Well, you kind of come in and just like show us all up, like just
Thanks,
fabulous.
Jason.
She does, like. I don't have any frame of reference for that, though. Anyway, hey, Kat, how you doing, buddy?
I was fine.
You actually do look pretty good this week.
Your makeup looks
your makeup. Like, as somebody that doesn't notice stuff like that, like,
Christ.
I am quite impressed, actually.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm wearing earrings. That never happens.
I know, it's crazy.
And you're not.
Yeah.
Ah, the earrings. That's what's
I'm
new.
not allowed.
You've certainly you've glammed up, like, for this one. Anyway.
I made my shirt.
You.
Nobody cares about my feet.
Can I get my thing back, please?
My feet? Oh, no. Oh, no, you probably didn't either.
Oh, I can't wait to
Go ahead.
clip the short of Jason requesting Cass's feet.
Did you see the look of horror on my face when she went weird?
That's on the internet.
It's everybody. That's Cass enjoying the new Aloy figure that we procured through other means. But
It sounds like you stole it.
It really...
would that really be above me, though?
I'm not.
If I had the opportunity to steal something like that. Anyway.
So you're saying she shouldn't, but
She
you
does.
would.
She does look really good.
Thank you.
Like,
And
genuinely.
They'll be putting a review on the channel soon, but I gotta admit, as somebody that was skeptical, it's a really nice figure. And of
when
course,
they
over
doing
there,
Kratos?
making everything look good, sound great. It's Cora.
And looking pretty good herself.
Yeah. She's got her classic Castlevania. Oh, and she's got her new necklace that she procured at DreamHack this weekend, which,
What is it?
guys,
Wow, what was that like,
It's the
Jason?
seal from the Neverending Story.
yes, it is. We found a booth that we had to be somewhere at a certain time, but it was like full of pins and trinkets and just a bunch of cool items that when I saw it, all protest of we have to go, I knew had to cease because Cora was like laser shot for that booth.
To be fair, we had plenty of time to do what we did and get back.
Yeah. And you spent every ounce that you could in that booth. And I was like, I'm not even going to.
I'm embarrassed.
Not even.
I'm embarrassed by the amount of pins I grabbed.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't be.
But speaking of that, let's go ahead. DreamHack this weekend, Kay Bailey Hutchinson Center. Wow.
55,000 attendees.
The most they've ever had.
A record for them, and one of the most well-run communicative cons I've ever been to. I actually emailed Nick back after the last day and said, dude, I'm impressed. Yeah. And I didn't do enough this year, and I'm never going to make that mistake again. Like, you did a great job.
I kept saying, Cora and I were talking, because we got to talk to the event director, Guy Blumberg. Very nice guy.
Oh, so nice.
Really knowledgeable guy. And just the sheer fact, if you've watched, that interview is up on our channel already. Indie developers got their tables for free there.
Wow. They're
talking about even expanding more, bringing in scouts for them. They use up every inch of that floor at the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Center.
Ooh,
and
my feet felt that too.
Yeah.
I did 20 miles both days, like walking. So I know you did the same amount because you were.
Yeah,
but, but talk about the vibe for the event.
Great vibe. And one of the most diverse cons I've been to as far as number of things going on.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
they had stunt bikes.
Ha!
They had a dude doing stunt bike tricks.
They had a Jinx on a ring hanging upside down circus style. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out,
so cool.
The tickets for this con were actually cheaper than you would find for a lot of larger, well, not larger, but a lot of more
popular,
well-known,
long-running, let's go ahead and say that, cons.
Corporate.
I gotta say, this event hit it on all cylinders.
Absolutely.
And with events like E3 being canceled, I am serious. This could be the next big E3.
Yeah.
If not already.
And that's not to say that they didn't luck into anything. Some things were hard, like the D&D one-shot started late. We requested a number of interviews that they tried to help us get. We couldn't.
Yeah.
It's not that we got everything we wanted, so now we can't shut up about it. It was just very well communicated. We were able to text the event coordinator, the PR guy, and just ask him questions. And even if the answer was no, having that ability is huge.
Yeah.
Someone answering your emails and showing up and like knowing what's happening.
Well, even in their press room, they were always had a representative in there at all times, and they were easily approachable. I really like DreamHack. That's a good event. But also, you had the tabletop representation on like one half. You had
an entire room of magic.
You had 4 or 5 main stages going with competition games going.
Yeah.
The vendors just, dang, man.
It was just a lot of fun. There was so much to do and see. There was a drag show.
Also,
There was a drag show.
That's awesome.
Suck it, Ken Paxton.
There was a drag show, and like, you know, like I like a few different things. I unlocked a new one when one very, very tall, very haughty looking walked right by me, and I was kind of side-eyed me like, and I was like, oh
wow.
oh, that's a new one. That's a new, okay.
Who were the drag queens? Were they like local? Or
I
like
didn't get to go to the drag show.
That's a question for Jason, because I also didn't get to go.
I don't know
I
names.
thought you said you went, though.
No, I
We
don't
have
know
some
names. I don't
legendary
remember.
queens here.
There was one, the MC was somebody big, Emmy nominated somebody. I'll tell you who
I
the
have no
MC
idea who
was in a
people are.
second.
I am sad some of the local drag kings and drag queens were not there, but that was because Dallas Pride had a show that night as well at Fair Park, so.
Also, and this is just like a personal preference, to all the other conventions, maybe turn down your lights. Because, like, it was dark and then there were lights everywhere and it was so much cooler feeling to be there than, like, when you go to
Like
Fan
QuakeCon
Expo. And
vibes.
Right.
yeah, very quick con vibe. And I get that it's
Old
video
school
games and so
QuakeCon.
you have a lot of that. But if Kay Bailey has that capacity, use it.
Apparently so.
It was cool.
Let's-
It was
let's-
super
A
cool.
bar has been set as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
Anyway.
absolutely.
But excellent event, and we will have a sharp contrast to that because we will be at Fan Expo this
Bitch
weekend.
Pudding. Bitch Pudding was the
Bitch
MC.
puddin'.
That's an amazing name.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's
I'm a
bitch.
fan already.
It's BIQTCH. So I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if it's
that sounds like it's meant to be pronounced bitch.
Oh, yeah.
bitch or
But in
bitch.
a
I don't
French
know.
way.
Bitch.
Fancy
Beef.
spelling. But before we get to like the news and such, I do want to spotlight our guest here, because while we are at Fan Expo this weekend, you guys are bringing back some more D&D and the room with all of the gaming and fun and photo opportunities. But there's more this year, apparently.
There's even more this year. Fan Expo has been giving us more and more each year. We do all this like tabletop RPG community stuff, and it's so awesome to see them supporting that. We've now had like 2 people who I've been in contact with at Fan Expo who like know what D&D is and who like understand how long it takes or knew what actually was and knew who Brennan Lee Mulligan was. So I think that there's been an effort to educate people and themselves about it, which we just love to see that in administration. So that's been really cool. So we will have 5 different game sessions, not 6. 5 different game sessions. You can play on Friday, twice on Saturday, and twice on Sunday if you want to sign up to play in a one-shot. We've got 8 tables going in each of those sessions. So 5 times 8 is
40.
40 games of tabletop role-playing stuff, which is mostly D&D. But this year they also encouraged us to do more TTRPG systems like Candela Obscura. We've got Daggerheart games. We have someone running an improv-heavy system called Roll for Shoes.
Sure.
So if you want to play
I've
Roll
actually
for
heard
Shoes,
of that.
it looked super fun and also super easy. Yeah, if you want to play a tabletop role-playing game, come find us in room D220, and we will be there. We can help you create a character. If you're nervous about creating a character, we've got our TTRPG specialists, so you know how to use all those different systems and can help you get a character rolled up. We've also got a lot of like pickup games happening too, in case you want to run a game. We've got 2 or 3 tables free in almost every session. Not on Saturday, we're all booked up, but like,
of course,
yeah. So in addition to that, we've got panels.
Are you sure we can fit like maybe a little bit of speedy RPG in? Just you know, oh look at that! I don't know where this came from.
Is this like Jason's fake ads that he does for D&D?
Actually, I played this
except this one's real.
I actually played this with the kids last night for a couple of games. They enjoyed it thoroughly, so it was fun. But also, when I went through it,
aww,
I forgot it was a card for a second.
Is that?
Do you want to? Would you like to tell the audience about that, or was that just special for us?
Oh no, I actually just wanted like to plug that I got my game. You know, like yay, I got the thing. I got this and the Aloy on the same day, so it was a good day.
And the character that you created for that is other people can see that. That's not just a custom for you. That's
I got a special thank you for being the OG backer because this is the first Kickstarter I was #1 on. So
nice.
I am very happy. No one plays this character. It's me.
Well,
that's the
opposite
opposite
of the spirit is a game.
You're only supposed to worship the card, not play it, not use it.
You do a
You can
reprint, and I wasn't here last time to tell you in person. You need to put the bootstraps of Boomer Lore in there. The lead designer for MCDM liked the concept of bootstraps of Boomer Lore. Christian told him about it in a chat, and I was like,
it's a good.
What's the room y'all are in this year? Is it the same one?
No, we are actually right on that first hallway. It's even closer. It's where Abby Candy's photography booth was last year, so it's room D220.
Want to make sure.
Pretty sure I'm right about that.
They kind of tucked y'all away a little bit, but everyone found their way there anyway.
Yeah, and it was full up last year, so if you want to play in a game, I recommend you get signed up on Friday.
That's what I was going to ask. How does that sign up work?
So we will have physical signups. We toyed with doing online signups, but it was just too crazy. And also, we get a lot of foot traffic right in that first hallway because we're one of the first things that you get to interact with, which is super cool. So come physically sign up. We have 6 spots per table and about 8 tables for each session. And last year, those filled up on Friday at like 5 o'clock. And even though we maybe had some people change their schedule, so if a person drops, you might get lucky and come by later in the weekend and still get a player spot. But I would recommend get there Friday, sign up, because we've got great GMs, and I think people know about it a little bit more now. So
people are
probably.
I mean,
so if they get there
y'all did
and
a good
they
showing.
can't sign up, should they drop by when games are going to start to see if they might?
Oh yeah,
slide
periodically, like in the first 10 or 15 minutes of when a game starts, just in case somebody either isn't there or is stuck in a line waiting for a photo op and can't get out of it or something. You know, people drop, people's schedules change. So if you don't get signed up on Friday and it does fill up faster than you're able to get to the con, then just drop on by at the beginning of each game session and we might be able to fit you in.
Okay.
Or some DMs might be cool with adding a 7th player. You know, you might be able to hop in. You never know. People in this room have been nothing but really cool and really accommodating and really awesome. So you'll find good community there and just people who want to talk D&D, even if you don't get to play.
Sometimes it's fun to just be nearby listening to a game.
Well, also
too.
this
like
room didn't
FaceCon, I did some of that.
Or if I end up being in a game, there's a chance that you can drop in after I almost immediately die. Like I did
A fake cut 20 minutes in, she's done.
Immediate death. Wow.
Open play tabletop gaming. It says D173.
So we do have panels in addition to games. I'm glad if it's the 3 digits, then 220 is right. So where all the games happening is in D220. Okay. In addition to games, you were saying, we will also have panels on how to create a character, dungeon master tips, wonderful one-shots, how to make one-shots just as satisfying as long campaigns, because whoever finishes a level 1 to level 20 campaign anymore, really. So one-shots.
Working on it. We skipped a bunch in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I'm super excited about that I've been working on all weekend writing questions for is our D&D specific game of Actually that I'm going to host, and the players will be your cast of Super Cool Nerd Show.
Yeah! I'm going to destroy everyone.
Sure. You're going to destroy everyone in the rules for
Once
D&D.
you learn your action economy, let us know.
How does casting 2 spells in a round work, Jason?
Curse my hubris!
How many leveled spells can you do in one turn?
I'm still gonna go in with that same energy.
Yeah.
So
actually, I feel like humbles people quick. So even the nerds on Dropout, right, are humbled. But even franchises that they know a lot about.
But it's more, also being funny in it. So I'm pretty good at that portion. Now,
that's true.
Now, the one thing that got y'all so much, besides just the gaming, y'all had like those cool photo booths and everything where people could like take the pictures, and there were always people lining up to do that. Yep. Are we gonna have more of that this year too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
We Jerry and I crafted a set. We went to Lowe's and bought some like foam board, and we hid a couple of like critical.
Is where it's at.
Yeah, and it's gray now. It's not even pink anymore. So we're like, it's already gray. It looks like stone. So we made some sets. We hit a couple of like Critical Role jokes in the background. So we will have a photograph set that you can come in and take pictures with D20s, and we've got all of our props. And
do you want me to bring my D20 pillow?
The foot traffic.
Please do.
The foot traffic for you guys' room at the last event was just a lot.
Yeah. Which was super fun and really cool, honestly, to like see that there were that many people that cared and wanted to be part of it and had so much to contribute, or people who had never played D&D ever but had always been interested. I feel like there's a high barrier to entry sometimes because you either also have to have friends who play D&D, or you gotta buy minis and a book, you gotta learn math. Like, so it is kind of a...
Math was my barrier.
That is still my barrier.
8d6s. How many could that have? What's the max? What's the...
Right, sometimes just counting and doing addition and subtraction is beyond me.
The producer's staring at me because I hit the microphone. Sorry.
So,
Jason, we all voted. This is your last night, but we will need to continue to use
Can I at least stay in the house?
No. Nope, my house
what?
now.
I bought this.
You don't have to ask Becky about that. Like, it's not my...
Is she the silent board member?
So, my only barrier with the Actually game and being in it, the rules that I remember the most are from either 3.5 D&D or Pathfinder, which are very similar, especially with how things like Cleric works. I only know how it works in Pathfinder. I don't know how it works in 5e.
And all of these are 5e specific, so this will be fun. But and like you said, the whole point really is because it's never like an obvious answer, right? It's something pedantic and shitty, and it's supposed to be like that. Like, I'm gonna say something like the range is 20 feet when the range is really 30 feet, and that's what's wrong with the question. So like, there's silly stuff like that, but really it's just an excuse to talk about fun rules and fun monsters and fun like concepts that I personally like.
What is actually, what is that? Will you give us a brief overview?
Actually is a Jeopardy-style trivia game where the host will present factually incorrect statements, and the job of the panelists is to listen to that statement, figure out what is wrong, buzz in first, start your statement with actually, and give me the correction, or at least find what's wrong. If you don't say actually at the beginning, kind of like Jeopardy, then someone can swoop in and steal the point, even if you got the correction right. So friendships will be tested. Bonds
what about families?
Families will be show. So hopefully it will be fun. And I do have a sample question. Just so you can get an idea. Now, this is not about D&D. This is an actual question that was asked on Actually. And, usually they have, like, general nerd ideas. But this is about Transformers.
Oh, man.
There's no way I'm going to get it.
Well, you can laugh tonight.
They're kind of like Transformers. This is actually about GoBots.
So you know even more about this.
Yeah, it's your favorite thing.
It's your favorite game. I did this especially for you. Also, okay, here we go. While GoBots and Transformers are both transforming robots, there are differences between the two races. For one, all GoBots can fly and shoot energy from their fists. Also, almost all GoBots feature names that are either just their vehicles, like Scooter or Dumper, or puns based off of their vehicles, like police car Hans Cuff, space shuttle Spacey, or the Jeep Jeeper Creeper.
Actually, not all of them can fly.
That is incorrect.
That is
like
really
fly.
funny.
Have we found what's wrong yet?
Actually,
all GoBots can fly.
There's no I named Jeeper Creeper.
There is actually
a
GoBot named Jeeper Creeper.
Okay, I do like that, actually.
We can give
actually. Not all of their names are puns.
Ooh.
Or based on the thing.
Now, I would have a fact checker. So Jerry, little Jerry Bear 47, my partner in crime here at Fan Expo, is going to be fact checking me. So like,
oh good,
if you say something,
that might be.
She's perfect, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, if there's something that I don't know, even though I do have extensive knowledge of GoBots, I might not know. So
I'm actually not
that's not the thing that I'm looking for in this particular statement. But you would get a point if you find something incorrect that I didn't even.
Actually, they're all terrible. There's that.
Would that be correct? You're closer, actually.
Thank you.
Actually, they don't shoot from their fists.
That's.
Do you want me to read it one more time?
Yes.
Read it one more time.
And in the game, in the room, which is going to be on Saturday at 6 p.m. in D173.
This is going to be